Hello, guys. Welcome to the Stocky podcast. I'm your host, Stocky. I'm going to be joined here with Chuggy, the co-host, and the other co-host, DJ. We're going to be talking about SOAR Jet Team with both the owners here today, Rose and what's the other one's name? TwoPat. We're going to be joined here with TwoPat, asking them a couple of questions on like about their display and where they came from in Roar Aviation. But
That was an intro and a half.
yeah, was
It's
that
got
good
his
or
name and
bad?
everything.
Was
Yeah,
that?
it was amazing.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, good. All right, let's start off with where you guys came from. What got you guys into ROAV?
Who's going first?
Go on, Watry.
Okay. Right. Well, I joined ROAV probably 2017, 2016, and I was originally in airlines, but it was only until 2018 that I found the virtual Roblox Red Arrows, and that's when I joined them. And I've been part of them ever since, and I've been part of many
Wait, who's
teams
talking?
and owned a
Which
couple
one's
of
this one?
teams.
Nah, bro, got confused.
Wait, who's talking? Is this Rose?
Fucking
Yeah.
confused.
Oh, okay, all right, continue. Sorry.
yeah. So I've been been in ROAV for a very long time now. I've been part of the virtual Roblox Red Arrows for about 5 years now, and I've owned a few teams, and yeah.
Good story. So, what made you want to go to like the display team side of things, though?
It was after, I think it would have been a local air show to me. They the Red Arrows performed, and I saw them, and I was like, "That's pretty cool." And I wanted to do something, I didn't know what, and I decided, hey, why not look for one in Roblox? And I found the virtual Roblox Red Arrows, and I watched them at the Roblox International Air Show 2018, and. If anybody has seen that display or is going to search up that display, you will be wondering why I still wanted to join after watching that, because it was a terrible display back then. But yeah, I joined, and then it's been amazing ever since.
DJ, I'm gonna kill you, DJ. I swear to God, I'm gonna kill you.
I didn't do anything.
DJ, why are the lights turning off? All right. Let's continue. Let's hear your side. Why you got into ROAV, TwoPat?
Well, same as Watry, really. I started in the airlines in like 2019, and then I don't even know how I found it. I just came across the DAF's Grey Hawks, and then I joined a team called JTSD, and then that's where I met Watry, and Watry showed me what VRA was, and then sadly I joined them, and I was in there for like a couple of years, and then here I am today.
So SOAR, you guys' newest display team, you guys' debut was at VRFAT. Give me an explanation of like what the preparation was before like VRFAT.
Oh, preparation. I mean, we'd had the idea for the team for a very long time. We'd kind of wanted to make a team for a while, and we finalized, I guess, not finalized, but we kind of properly thought of SOAR around mid 2023, and we only got round to actually properly making it leading up to VRFAT, and we had a couple of days really to properly get everything done. But it's kind of we'd had a basic idea of what we wanted in terms of the display, so it was just kind of building on that, and it's just kind of we obviously we were the surprise display as part of TwoPat's yearly tradition. So
and I was surprised because I heard you talking about this team like before VRFAT even happened, and like I'm glad that you guys finally pulled it off, and it was a great display, to be honest with you.
Yeah, we were very happy with it, especially for the preparation that we had. But yeah, it was obviously we had a few minor technical difficulties with TwoPat's internet, which we've also had today for the podcast.
Yeah.
But it was it went somewhat smoothly, somewhat.
Yeah.
Speaking,
Stocky, you have another question or something?
What?
Yeah.
What happened?
I was asking if you had another question.
Yeah, I
don't got
do.
any more. That was my only question I thought of.
That's sad. Speaking of, your yearly surprises that you do at VRFAT. Can you like display or not display, but tell us a little bit more of like your surprises and like what you've done in the past?
Yeah, so pretty much originally, first year I thought, me and my friend Boxgod, we were bored. So and we saw VRFAT was doing. He's like, "Oh, let's DM Rice and see if we can fly a space shuttle at an air show." And he's like, "Okay," and so he flew a space shuttle, which was very, very last minute. Like, our only practice for that was the actual like display. And then later on, last year, we drew a penis in the sky for part of my old air race group. And then competing with the penis, we had the SOAR Jet Team, which still yet to decide which one I like more because the sky penis is very funny. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And then
Alright,
hopefully
well,
next year we get
The
something else.
penis was very iconic.
yeah, we're gonna need to recreate that later in the podcast, by the way.
Whoa. Okay. Oh.
But okay, DJ.
Pulling up. Where's the second aircraft? Following just in behind. There's the loop. Second loop. Drawing interesting shapes in the sky. Oh, for God's sake.
Alright,
Anytime.
DJ, do you have any questions?
1 second, give me a second.
I think he's been zoned out this whole time.
So what happened?
Do you have any questions?
No.
No.
Okay, well, I have a question. Because I've heard that SOAR Jet Team was, I guess made, I would say in July of like 2023. Is that correct?
Yeah, around that time, yeah.
What made you guys think of the name SOAR? Like, did you guys like stub your toe and it got sore? Like, what was the name SOAR?
I
and I
don't,
just felt like it really.
yeah, I don't know. It just kind of felt like a name that we kind of our team is. I don't know. We're kind of a bit abstract. That sounds a bit cringe, but I mean we're not your usual team. I guess we kind of try and push the boundaries a little bit. So we thought a weird name would fit a weird team.
Yeah, I mean, it's a weird team, alright. You guys do all that jet in the crappy L39, but it's a pretty good team.
Sorry.
Alrighty, let's get back on task. Let's talk about the red arrows and how that's going. And what's your like? Is there any plan with the red arrows?
Yes, sort of. I mean,
Are we allowed to share this information?
Give us a
well, we're gonna
sneak
find
peek.
out when I
Come
get an
on.
angry message.
Yeah, give us a sneak
A
peek.
sneak peek. So, obviously the team has kind of not been quite active in the past couple of years, especially since people have been quite busy. So Viper Eyes stepped down as OC and handed it over to WateryThegame, and then he eventually has
Did nothing with
handed.
it.
No, well, he did he did do quite a good job. Somewhat, he merged it with the Roblox Red Arrows, and that kind of revitalized the
But not a
team.
good job.
Okay, speaking of that, with the merge, what happened with that?
Yeah, so it was kind of the team was pretty dead by the point we merged. So I wasn't really involved in that too much. I think by that point I'd kind of had stepped back from the team. But I got a message from WateryThegame and he kind of asked me to I don't know, I was like a outside advisor, I guess, for the applications and training new pilots when they did merge, and eventually I just joined back into the team as Red 6, I think, or 7. I think I joined back as 6, which was my old position, and then then we kind of did the Roblox React, and then team died again, and then Pat had to leave, and this is the bit I'm not too sure if I'm allowed to share, but the ownership is now under Rice. He owns the team, or he runs the team now, and we've been trying to figure out what to do since with the trainees that were and still are there.
That sounds actually pretty fun. It seems like the team may be picking up in the near future, so we'll see about that. Let's um let's continue talking about SOAR Jet Team though, as unfortunately my two co-hosts left and are just doing jumping jacks or whatever, or just jumping around the podcast room. So let's talk about how you guys decided to go on that livery on your plane. What that livery is pretty cool. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's we're kind of going for a futuristic vibe, I guess, in terms of the music and also our livery. So we thought, what colours look futuristic-y? And we thought blue and black sounds good. And yeah, it's kind of like a geometric triangle pattern on the jets. And TwoPatronimo actually did the tail, so I'm not going to take credit for that.
So actually, well, what really happened was Watery made pretty much all he did was go in Photoshop, add some lines here and there, but the real art came down to the tail, which is obviously the best part of the livery and the people that like the bit that people actually like. So I made that, and then the rest of it's just a few lines on a template.
Awesome. That's cool. I think since we're in the 2024 2023 year, I feel like the most important thing about doing formation teams or any team in general is the kit. What kit do you guys use for your plane?
Our jets. Oh, do you want to? I've been speaking a lot, actually. I'm going to hand this to you, TwoPatronimo.
Oh, pretty much. Our jets are purely rice. We've done nothing to the jets. They're just rices. So I'm not really sure. I don't really know too much about it, but I know Rice was starting his own L39 display team. And then we just asked him if we can use the L39, and then we're using them. But we're going to make some adjustments to jets in the future, including our trophy that we want at VRFAT. We're going to put that in the back seat of the jet.
Oh, you guys want a trophy at VRFAT? I did not know that.
Yes, we did.
I can't remember what we won.
What was the trophy? I was going to say, what was it for?
We won the best surprise display, and we came in second place for the best display of day 2.
That's pretty sick. Are you guys planning on keeping this team long term? Because it's a very unique team. When I seen it, I seriously DM'd Rice saying, "Where's the link to this server?"
Yeah, I mean, we did want to keep it alive, but the main reason that it shut down, well, we didn't shut down necessarily. Just kind of, so it was put up in that July or whatever Watery said, but it wasn't really a team. It was just more us flying around, getting a feel for the jets. But then our lead had to leave, let's say, and ever since then we just didn't really touch the team. I kind of forgot about it until VRFAT, and then we were just in the VC one day, and then I said, should I ask Rice if we can bring SOAR to VRFAT? And he said, yeah. And then that's pretty much what actually started us as an actual team more than just a concept. So we have lots of big plans for the future, and we hope to improve our display massively, since whilst we were happy with our display at VRFAT, it's not really what we wanted, what we want it to be in the future. So there's lots to improve.
Awesome. That sounds pretty sick. I'm glad that you guys are still doing your traditions of surprise demos, and now you guys actually have a cool demo that I think you guys should keep. And that's awesome. Now that I have both my co-hosts back, do you guys have any questions for them?
Man, I've been zoned out this whole time. I'll be honest with you.
Awesome. You're the best co-host.
Yes.
DJ, do you have anything, DJ?
No.
Stocky, now you can see why I didn't want to invite you.
Glorious.
Alrighty.
God.
Alright, so let's continue. I want to talk about a little bit about your future plans when it comes to this team and what you guys want to do with SOAR Jet.
Yeah, well, we have got a few trainees at the moment. So we did open applications for a lead pilot position and a narrator position. So we are planning on expanding to a 3-ship where we think we can really show what we kind of want and our potential and what our original plans for the team were. So they are being trained at the moment, and again with the narrator, we've got some pretty good candidates for the narrator position, and we hope they can be a good face of the team, I guess.
That is awesome. I'm actually very happy that you guys are doing that. I love that more teams are having ownerships that are not bosses. I'm unfortunately a boss of my team, and I don't want to be, so it's good seeing you guys not wanting to be boss of your team.
Yeah, I mean, I was always the third position, even when we thought up the team. I was on the left wing, and I really enjoyed flying on that position. It's always good fun doing tricky maneuvers like line abreast or whatever else we do. And yeah, I did have to step into the lead role as TwoPatronimo here isn't too keen on leading himself. So
That's good. That's
yeah,
good.
I am going to be
I
stepping
wouldn't
back
take
into
that.
my original position in the future.
That's amazing.
Adding on to what Watery said, like the original vision for the team, I guess, was just mainly just for us to have, because we don't really like the teams that you fly in. We don't really find like enjoyment in it because it's more just like more professional, more like a you have to be more disciplined. But this is SOAR's obviously we still get like the job done, but it's more like laid back, and we don't want to lead because we feel like it's just not necessarily boring. We just want somewhere to fly wing like together because you don't have the opportunity to do that in any other big times for like a long time.
I love that actually, how you guys wanted to not do a team that's military based. You guys just wanted to have fun in Revive, and I think that's what Revive should be about, honestly. And it's kind of taking a turn, and it's not like that anymore. So I'm glad that you guys are bringing that back.
Definitely. It's our trainings aren't we don't take them. I say don't take them seriously, but we don't kind of if somebody. I don't know. I don't know how to quite put it into words, but we're not overly serious. We kind of we don't take ourselves seriously. That kind of thing.
So like just what Watery was saying, like I didn't really find like fun in VRA because like you're not like you have to be so serious like all the time. You have to actually like kind of focus, I guess. But SOAR's like more having fun than than actually being like professional and serious. It's just more of a just something to do to like make the most out of your time than just sit there, be professional and then just leave VC straight after the training.
Yeah. Speaking of VRBA or VRRA, sorry, that it may be starting back up. Do you guys think that's going to cause any tension rises or any competition with with RRA?
Possibly. I'm not sure. I mean, I feel like our golden days really were during lockdown and everything, and the team. The way to describe it was a family. I mean, pretty much every single night during lockdown, we'd all be in a VC together all night, just messing about. And it's kind of I feel like if we do restart, it's not going to get to that level. So, I do feel like there will be some friendly competition with other teams, but I'm not sure. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to get in trouble. However,
yeah, I mean,
yeah.
At the end of the day, like all of our pilots over lockdown, we were like, well, everyone was relatively old, like excluding me and some of the like, and most of the team were quite old. So after lockdown, they've actually like moved on to do like bigger things. Like we've had some of the ex pilots go into like airlines in the real world. KB120 is now a rampaging for Ryanair. It's quite impressive. And everyone's more doing real things. So if the team were to restart, I doubt any of the old pilots would come back. It's more like a new generation, you could say. It's completely different pilots. So, we can't really say on whether how successful it's going to be or how it might be bad, it might be good, I don't know.
Yeah, which is pretty cool, honestly. Let's actually talk about people leaving the team and doing IRL things. Let's talk about one Pat. We've heard that he's going to the military. Did he go yet, or what's the plan with that?
I don't know how much I'm allowed to say, but yes, he has planned on going off to the army, and obviously it's quite evident that he's not active anymore, so he has kind of left. But he does have a few plans with his YouTube channel still. So that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not
It's
gonna.
pretty sick. Yeah,
Don't want him getting angry at me.
yeah, no, you're good. You don't have to say too much. Um, but yeah, no, I think that might actually wrap up everything. I mean, I don't really know anything else to talk about. Do you guys have anything else you guys want to talk about? My co-host.
Yeah, hold on one second. I'm
Ah.
coming back.
Hello.
It's been a great first episode. I know it's very active and very responsive. But yeah, thank you guys for coming on the podcast. And yeah, that's all I have to say.
I was the
Bye.
main character, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.